Let's turn to the telephone where Coach Jeff Van Gundy, who will likely be calling his 7th Christmas Day game on ABC and ESPN, joins us now. Coach, by December 25th, how much do you think we'll know about this new super team the Warriors have put together?
Well, I think we already know what they're going to be. They're going to be a dominant team. Whether they are by, the first game of the year or by the 1st of December, but certainly by Christmas, I can't imagine them not being absolutely dominant on a nightly basis.
What are the challenges to coaching a team like this?
Well, sacrifice in and of itself is easy to say but hard to do. So in theory, when you say your numbers may come down, both shots and minutes and points and all of those things, it's easy to say those don't mean anything, all I care about is winning. And yet in reality sometimes sacrifice is very, very challenging. And so the sacrifice element is that an injury obviously, but the sacrifice element is the only thing that can get in their way of being back in the finals once again.
Coach, Wednesday night in Rio, we saw another example of Kyrie Irving coming through in the clutch as he did in Game 7 with the shot that ultimately won the Cavs the finals. How much can he grow into a superstar role and become one of the elite point guards if he's not already in the NBA?
Well, I think it starts with health, consistent health. That durability factor that is often overlooked when you judge greatness. But skill-wise, offensively, he has it all. And just like Curry did at around year 4, when you want to win, you commit to defense. And I think what you saw Kyrie Irving do in the finals last year defensively was make an impact and be very sound and solid. And so when you take the offensive skills that he possesses that are otherworldly, you add into that durability and then the improved mentality defensively, you do have a star player in Kyrie Irving.
Coach, when you look at the Christmas Day lineup, the biggest surprise without question is that your good buddy Tom Thibodeau in his first year in Minnesota will have the Timberwolves playing on the biggest stage the NBA has to offer during the regular season. How much can they improve with all of the young talent that has loaded up at Target Center?
Well, they have a foundation in place for sustained greatness. When you have a coach at the level that Tom's at, and then you put Karl Anthony Towns with him, they're going to be great. Now, are they going to be a 50-win team this year? Maybe not, but I do think they're going to make the playoffs. I do think they'll be over 500, and I think they have the chance over time. I do think Towns and Tom have the chance over time to have a Duncan and Popovich type run that lasts a decade or more. And so I think they have a great foundation in place. They need to continue to add and build their depth and the quality of their shooting. There's holes still to be addressed, obviously, but they have the foundation with Towns and Thibodeau.
What point guard will be going up against Russell Westbrook will be a big question on Christmas Day, Coach Van Gundy. What is the difference in your mind between triple-double Russell Westbrook, who helps Kevin Durant get to the Western Conference Finals, and triple-double Russell Westbrook, who helps a Kevin Durant-less OKC squad reach the playoffs?
I'm really interested because I don't know exactly how they're going to play yet, but you do know how Russell Westbrook's going to play, ultra-aggressive, attacking, but do they have enough offense around them? They had some specialty-type players, Robertson and, Steven Adams, with that dynamic duo of Durant and Westbrook in their starting lineup. But you take Durant out, are they going to have enough offense? Do they have enough shooting to be a good offensive team? Certainly Westbrook will play great, but I think there are question marks that surround him, and I think roles will still have to be defined.
Busy offseason for the Clippers. While they keep all their superstars, obviously, Coach Van Gundy, Doc Rivers has added a bench, and he added some depth, and he did it on a budget type of budget. Can the Clippers, who we've been saying for a couple of years their window has been closing, Can they finally close the gap between them and the elite couple teams in the West?
Well, if healthy, I think they're right there. You look at their starting lineup and how they function together. The four guys of Paul, Reddick, Griffin, and Jordan, they're absolutely phenomenal. Now, they have to find, and they're on the continued search for the fifth guy that helps them at both ends of the floor function well, and then, continue to try to add more and more quality depth. But their starting lineup is elite. And when you get to the playoffs, if you are healthy, and they weren't last year, you have a chance with that lineup against anybody in a playoff series. They're that good. But their depth, their defense, that's what is going to define what their season turns out to be.
Coach, what's your offseason regimen, 75 days till opening night? Make sure you're ready.
Well, I was just eating M&Ms on the couch.
That's good.
If that
That's a good
counts
start.
for a regimen. Yeah. So,
Same.
yeah. My body fat's about 45%. So, I'm trying to drop it down to about 40 by the, opening day.
August in the life of Jeff Van Gundy. Coach, thanks so much. We look forward to seeing you another season on ABC and ESPN.
All right. Take care.